First of all, I work in tech and I also moonlight as a musician, so I have some heated opinions about this stuff. And this is not directed at you specifically. I don't think you made the 4,000 song playlist. I don't blame you for making the 4,000 song playlist, but that's what I define as the problem. It's not a technology problem. The problem is that people don't know what they want. They don't know how to want things right. Stop acting like you care about the 3,000th song on your 4,000 song playlist only when Spotify doesn't give it to you the first 10 times you hit the shuffle button. You've already told Spotify plenty of information about how much you actually care about song number 3,000 on that 4,000 song playlist. Back when Cracked.com didn't suck, David Wong did an exercise. He said, go ahead and write down a list of the 5 things that are most important to you. The 5 things that you cherish the most in your life, that you prioritize the highest. Then write down a list of the 5 things you spent the most time on yesterday and tear up the first list, which is a narrative that you told yourself to ignore what you're actually doing in your life. The second list is the only one that matters. If you make me a 4,000 song playlist, you've already told me that you're a hoarder, that you're interested in being seen as a correct curator more than you're interested in actually listening to the individual songs on that playlist. It's too long. It's too long. If I'm working in tech and I'm trying to QA a feature, how am I supposed to hire the labor to QA the edge cases around a 4,000 track playlist? I mean, I could. If I wanted to hemorrhage money, if I wanted to be a bad tech company, I could do that. But the reason that Spotify is still around is that they know that 99.999% of people who make a playlist that's longer than 200 songs are trying to signal more than they're trying to listen. They're doing other things than the thing they say they're doing. So when they ask you to fix a problem, the problem they're describing is not the problem that exists. The problem that exists, there's an old acronym, PEBCAC, problem exists between chair and keyboard. I can't fix your expectations for you, you know? That's personal work. Maybe do that with a therapist. If I was going to learn how to do interior design at a high level, I went to college for it, and I asked the professor, hey, when this year are we going to learn how to do interior design on a garage like my grandfather's garage? And my grandfather's not actually like this. It's a hypothetical grandfather, just like you are the hypothetical target of the heat in this hot take. As the person that wrote the comment, you just set off the train of thought. Not about you, not about Gramps. But I'm in the college class, I say, Professor, my grandpa has a garage that's full of 3.5 tons of knickknacks. How do I help him to get his wallpaper right? How do I help him to get good feng shui and light in that room? You see what I'm saying? It's a hoarding problem. That's not a design problem. A user with a 4,000 song playlist does not have an algorithm-shaped problem. They have an expectation-shaped problem. They don't know how to curate for themselves. They don't even make a playlist effortfully most of the time, right? You know, most of these playlists are people just going whole album, chunk it in the playlist, whole album, chunk it in the playlist. And most of these people, I would wager, had not listened to that whole album. They hear there's an artist they like. They do the same shit that I did in 2004 when I discovered Soulseek. They get obsessive about having the entire artist discography at their fingertips. But they don't have the patience to engage with the artist on the artist's own terms and listen to those albums one by one, track by track, to figure out the type of bullshit the artist is actually on and develop a personal fucking preference about the music. And if you've got 4,000 songs that are fully eclectic, just a smattering of little songs across albums, what you have there are 20 perfectly good playlists that got smashed into one. It's like Octavarium by Dream Theater. That could have been a pop, alt-rock EP, but no, it's a single fucking song that's 24 minutes long. Because like 8 or 9 times, they decided, let's not wrap up the song, let's just have there be more song that sounds completely different. It's incoherent, it's a jumble. If you're making a playlist like that, and then you're complaining like on Reddit about power users need to be taken care of, this company needs to show that they care about power users. They don't care about the workers that provide the product that they sell as a middleman. What makes you think they're going to care about somebody that hoards 4,000 songs into a playlist? There are plenty of problems with Spotify. This is not one of them.